Hi everyone, in this video I will teach you on how to use the chain rule in differentiation. I have 5 examples here for you, so let's go start with this example. Alright, so we have this function 2 times 4x squared minus 7 raised to 5. Okay, so let me just start with this. In this function, there are two parts here that are very important for you to recognize. So the whole thing, we call that the outside, right? We are treating that 4x squared minus 7 as like a single variable. So imagine that's a variable. And then we have the inner. So the inner is the 4x squared minus 7x. So we need to find the derivative of the outer and then the inner. So for the outer, it's like this. All right. Yeah. So imagine there's nothing inside, although the one inside is 4x squared minus 7. But just for the purpose of illustrating how to use the chain rule, I'm not gonna write the 4x squared minus 7 because I want you to focus on applying the power rule here first. So for the power rule, this will just be 10, right, times, and then that 5 will become 4. Now think about that, okay? So I am going to now write that function inside, right? And then the inner. So for the inner, that's this. That's the 4x minus 7. So we need to find the derivative of that. We know that that's just 8x. So once we have those two, all we need to do is multiply them. Okay, multiply. So to multiply them, I'll just rewrite those two. So 10 times 4x squared minus 7 raised to 4 times 8x. By the way, you don't need to expand that 4x squared minus 7. So 8x times 10 is equal to 80x. So 4x squared minus 7 raised to 4, and that will be our final answer. All right, let's go to example number 2 now. Okay, so for here, we need to rewrite that function using the loss of exponent. This is equal to 3 times 5x squared plus 7x raised to negative 4. Okay, and then again, imagine the outer and the inner. So for the outer, you treat that 5x squared plus 7x as like a single variable. So using the power rule, this will be equal to negative 12 times, again, I will just rewrite that, and then negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. And then multiply that by the derivative of the inner. So derivative of the inner is 5x squared plus 7x is equal to 10x plus 7. Then let's just multiply. Negative 12 times 10x is negative 120x. Negative 12 times 7 is negative 84. Okay, don't forget the brackets. Okay, we want the exponent to be positive, so let's put that back in the denominator. 5x squared plus 7x raised to positive 5. All right, let's go to the third example now. Again, we need to rewrite the function. So that's 4 times negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 raised to negative 1. Okay, using the loss of exponent. So now let's use the chain rule. Outer first, that's negative 4 times this raised to negative 2, and then multiply by the derivative of the inner. So that's negative 4x plus 5. Okay. Now let's multiply negative 4x plus 5 to negative 4. So this is 16x. Negative 4 times negative 4x. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. All over negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 square. Alrighty, let's go to the fourth example now. Okay, again, here we need to rewrite the problem. This is 1 times the um, 2x minus 6 raised to 1/3, negative 1/3. Okay? Alright, so outer first, negative 1/3 times 1 is negative 1/3 times 2x minus 6. So negative 1/3 minus 3 over 3, that's minus 1, so that's negative 4 over 3 times the derivative of the inner, so it's just 2. Right? So this is equal to negative 2 all over 3 times 2x minus 6 raised to 4 over 3. Right? I think we can still simplify that because this is 4 over 3. We can factorize that. That's 2x minus 6. Alright, so that's 3 over 3. And then 2x minus 6, which is 1/3. Right? So that means we can cancel this, and that leaves us this. So in the denominator, we have 3, and then 2x minus 6, and then another 2x minus 6 raised to 1/3. Alright. I can see that we can simplify the 2 here. This function, this fraction rather. All of these are divisible by 2, so cancel that, and that. So that gives us negative 1 all over. So 3 times, okay, let's just do this. 3, and then this will be x minus, what was that? 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 2x minus 6 raised to 1/3. And of course, our final answer is negative 1 over 3x minus 9. We can convert this as a radical. Cube root of 2x minus 6. There you go. Okay, so now we are down to the last example. Alright, we still need to rewrite this, although it's not in fraction form. So 5 times cube root, nope, 8x squared minus 3x raised to 1/3. There you go. So outer first, 1/3 times 5 is 5 over 3. 8x squared minus 3x. 1/3 minus 3 over 3, that's minus 1, so negative 2/3 times the derivative of the inside. That's 16x minus 3. Alrighty. Okay. So now we have 5 times 16x minus 3 all over 3 times the cube root of 8x squared minus 3x square. We can still simplify this. Let's combine that 5 and 16x minus 3. So this is 80x minus 15 all over 3 cube root of 8x squared minus 3x square. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you learn something about this video. Thank you for watching, and you have a nice day. Bye.